Hey guys, Luke here and welcome back to episode 24 of my FIFA 16 Road to Glory. Now last episode was what I would probably describe as a bit of a disaster. We did get promoted into Division 2, we won the title and everything, but if you can see in the bottom left hand corner briefly, it said our record is 0-1-1 in Division 2, so a pretty terrible start to the division, and I gotta say it was a bit of a humbling defeat last time, although I was extra motivated to come and right the wrongs this episode as opposed to last episode because, like I said, it was pretty terrible. But coming up against this guy, his side was actually what I would consider a pretty good one, to be honest with you. Seemed like a pretty balanced side. Didn't seem like someone who had all-out attack. There's some pretty decent centre mids and that sort of stuff. And Backer seems like someone who would be a pretty good FIFA striker in terms of... I'm not really exactly sure how good he is in real life. He must be pretty good. I know a lot of clubs were chasing him in the summer, but... yeah, he's just got a lot of players who are quite good in FIFA. I mean, Gervinho is one of them. Insigne is usually pretty good in this, and he was using them to pretty good use. You can see here just getting us on the counter there, and also he must have been a QPR fan because he had like their ground, their logo, everything, their kits and everything. But yeah, I was pretty, even though he's up 1-0, I was pretty confident that we're going to get back into the game. It was just a matter of if not when. Matter of yeah, I don't even know if I used the right term. That might sound completely stupid. Yeah, just a matter of when that goal came, and you can see right here might be the opportunity. Benteke is through on goal, and he is going to be brought down in the box there. I don't know who it was that actually brought him down. I can't give you a name, but basically Benteke wins the penalty single-handedly. I mean, it was a great ball. I thought for a second there we were going to lose the ball, and that would have been quite annoying. But yeah, we end up scoring the penalty, and it is 1-1. Now right there was a free kick, or was a free kick given, and we have a ball rattle off the post. Now, I've sort of discovered, I mean, it's not something that I've just discovered, but a different method. Now, I totally forgot that you can control the other player. Now, what I mean by the other player is, before I was just laying it off to whatever player was, you know, I could see within like the screen or whatever, whoever I felt was suitable in that position. Whereas now, there was like one time where there was nobody around who I could pass to. I had to like take a shot or something from a free kick, and I was like, oh yeah, I can do the same thing as a throw-in where I can swap to the player without the ball and then call for it with him, and it works out quite well. We've had a few opportunities, unfortunately none have come off yet, and you see right there what a save that was. Not only did he save it, but he like punched it like 20-30 meters away. I couldn't believe it. I don't know what that is in yards, so apologies for people who aren't Australian who don't understand meters or from areas that have meters, but yeah, that was a super big punch there, and you see 1-1, he's whipping in a ball there, and that's a pretty good save there by Casillas, and that was the last chance of the game. Now, the guy was pretty good. I thought we were going to get a win, unfortunately not, and it kind of just adds the frustration I have at the moment with FIFA in terms of I feel like I'm not getting the results that I kind of deserve. We're having way more shots, way more opportunities and that sort of stuff, and it's just not coming off for us. Now, there's a few little things that we could tweak and that sort of stuff. I think the biggest problem in this division is we kind of don't have enough pace. Before we've been able to get away with having Barkley and that on the wings. Well, I know he's a cam, but it basically play as a right wing and that sort of stuff. And I think we've got the solution. We've went out and we've bought Coutinho from Liverpool, and I was very, very excited to have Coutinho in the side. Now, I think he's a phenomenal player. He usually is a great player in the game, and in terms of stats wise, he should fit in perfectly for this side. So, like I said, I was very, very happy to have him on board, and yeah, we're looking forward to see how he does. And we've got another Liga BBVA side. Now, the dude didn't really go for the sort of chemistry sort of squad. He's got Turan in at centre mid, and obviously Turan is a right mid by default, so in terms of chemistry they're going to get like none from position. And also another one was Conor Planka up at the strike position. He had him as a left or right, I think it was a left forward, but yeah, he gets super unlucky there, hits the post 12 minutes in. How things could have been different had he had scored. That's what I always feel like, always think about when, you know, they hit the post. It's so close, but I suppose in the end it is a off target shot. So yeah, I don't know. He had another shot that came off the post as well. So that's 2 this game already. So you know, I've been in some of those games where that's happened, and it is very, very frustrating. Let me tell you that much. But you know, it's up to us to sort of just calm down a little bit, start to play our game and get back into it, work our way into it, grind out a victory, and hopefully we can go ahead and do that. And you can see we're starting to get a few little chances of our own. It's been pretty much him thus far, but like I said, we're starting to create our own little chances here. And see, Firmino beats one player sort of, but he plays through a ball to Benteke, and Benteke going through And there is a foul on Benteke, and that will result in a red card, as you can see. Now, you might be wondering why there was a cut in the clip, and now that's basically because the guy ended up pausing it straight away. This dude was switched on. He knew it was going to be a red card, and I'm not sure if he made many altercations in the back line. It looks like he might have switched to maybe a 3 at the back, possibly, but all that does is expose it pretty much. We've got wide plays, we've got so many people who get forward, and Firmino will benefit from that. Now, we didn't benefit initially from the free kick or anything, but it was what I was talking about earlier. Went for the free kick yet again, where we control the opposite player who's not taking the free kick. Now, the guy started doing offside traps. He didn't do it all game until this happened, until that red card, and man, he was made to pay big time. That's twice he's screwed up because of it, I believe. And yeah, hopefully we can take advantage of it a little bit more. Ourself here, bit shit at the back. He plays a through ball, and we're trying to sort of do a bit of an offside trap of our own. Nothing where I was doing it completely, but I realised I was the man who was keeping the players on side, and I came in and he never passed the ball initially. Now that's another great save. That's 2 good saves in a row by Casillas. We've seen in previous games that all it takes is that one goal to get it back, and who knows what the momentum would have happened. Thankfully, Casillas held on, and we end up picking up a 4th goal in the end. I'm not sure, would you consider that a sweaty goal? We did play it across, but he was calling his keeper out big time, and I realised we've got so many players forward. I think we're in the attacking mindset as well, so or the attacking mentality, I should say, is probably the better word. So I thought, let's take advantage of it, and if the goal's there, I'm going to take it. And Fernandinho, I think, was the last one to score. Anyways, a 4-0 victory against JP36ers. I was pretty happy. That's our first win. We've had quite a number of draws. We have 2 draws and a loss up until that point. So, yeah, we're on 5 points. I was so happy to get that first win. And I was kind of feeling like we're building to something good, hopefully. Just needed that first win, get the confidence in myself, get the belief back in me. Because I was starting to feel that, is this division just going to be too much for us? Do I need a new side? Yada, 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 etc., etc. That's what I was sort of feeling. Anyways, moving on to this game, the guy looked to be a super big Liverpool supporter. He had all the kits and that sort of stuff, and he had a Premier League side, not the best side. It looked like it was actually a fitness side or something. So I kind of figured if the dude's got a second fitness squad, it means he's pretty switched on and probably knows what's up. So yeah, I was pretty happy to well, not pretty happy at all. I was just hoping to get a win, and we start off really, really well there. It was Roberto Firmino scoring again. I think it was pretty similar fashion to goal in the previous game, which I probably didn't even mention. But yeah, Danilo takes another shot there, and Benteke couldn't get the follow-up. But yeah, we got Benteke on the ball here, and Benteke ends up sort of just muscling his way through. Now, I'm not sure if that's Skirtle. I don't know who it is. Yeah, it is Skirtle coming through there. He just gets, he does enough to get in between the plays, making me play a shitty through pass, so or through ball, which we didn't need to do. We should have just held on to the ball with Benteke. But yeah, they did hold on. You can see here we are going to do the offside trap that I was talking about before. This time we do it to perfection, and Barbo was through on goal there. But yeah, like I said, we worked it really, really well. And, this is another sort of scenario in terms of the guys just gone for the best players rather than chemistry and that sort of stuff. And that was a really nice move. Now, I don't know exactly how to do that still move, and I probably should learn it because this guy was doing it to great effect in this game. But Barbo was someone who we're kind of struggling with, and you see Barbo through on goal there. He ends up scoring, and it is 1-1 now. I was a little bit frustrated because this dude actually was a really good player. He had a lot of the possession. Yeah, he was putting on a lot of pressure, getting away with a lot of stuff, like a lot of blocks, and he wasn't getting too many shots away, but yeah, he probably did deserve a goal. But yeah, Coutinho, the man we brought in, this is his second game up against Liverpool, sort of, and he ends up putting in a beautiful ball there to Benteke, his Liverpool teammate in real life. And I gotta say that, like, Coutinho's had an instant impact. Barkley did a decent job, but in the end, I feel he's just a budget sort of player, and you know, we had way over 100,000, so it was about time we started investing in the side again and trying to sort of just salvage this this division. But a 2-1 up. We're looking for a third goal here, and we are going to go super close. This time crossed off the line, so this is all in the one play. That's the 2 opportunities we had. First one hit the bar, and there's a third one. Coutinho this time. It was a left footer. He tried to kill it around, didn't really work out too well. But we do find Benteke through on goal here. Yet again, another chance where Liverpool, with the U instead of the 2 O's, they ended up getting away with it. But we did end up coming up with a victory there. Benteke picked up man of the match, and like I said, I think Coutinho has been the difference in the last few games between us winning and drawing. You know, we've been able to get those little lucky goals, but we haven't been able to turn them into victories or anything. And I think Coutinho has been able to get us that second or third goal to get us the win. And like I said, he's the difference, really. He's the magician. Coutinho. Anyways, that's where the video is going to end. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter at MrLuke, face the page in the description below, and I'll see you for my next video. Bye guys.